Man, oh man, I was just crying because I was so just happy to see this program. I'm a Jehovah's Witness, and we have so many beautiful things. I serve such a beautiful God, and um, what is it? Um, the website is jw.org, and what I was watching was you type in the search box Gilead. Gilead is a school for um, ministers. It's basically a school that you go to that you get extensive training and theocratic training on how to be an effective teacher and how to fulfill your assignment in the faith. You know, how to sanctify Jehovah's name and help people to choose his side and see the benefit and the love and the wiseness of that, the wisdom rather of that. And they have basically a graduation every year. This is the 155th class I was watching. We've been doing this for so long. And when you're in the faith, like when you're like a Jehovah's Witness, there's so many beautiful things in our organization to do. Like you can go be a missionary, you can be a Bible study teacher going door to door, as privileged and as that's the basic level, and it's a privilege to do that. To just be a minister and to be a publisher is basically like a blessing because you get to preach. I'm a publisher. I'm on publisher level. So phone witnessing, letter writing, door to door, all of that, that's what we do. But there are special privileges like being able to go to school and I graduated from college as a nurse at 19, and I definitely serviced my community for almost 10 years, very well respected and honored for what I did because I did right by a lot of people. I saved lives, I prolonged lives, I made the quality of life improve by my skill. And, you know, but I feel like at this point in my life at 32, I learned that, I learned that you know, what I want to do, it's like a career switch. It's like, okay, I've been the full-time nurse working 40 hours a week. I've done that. Now in this stage where I have the opportunity to not like have to work, it's like, retirement. Definitely. I started young. Like I'm only 32, so people are like retired. Yeah, I started at 19. I was an advanced kid. I got out of school quick. Um, because I was an advanced kid. That's all I could say. I don't know, like, um, but now it's like my life. I'm still young, and I realized that I was like, oh, I want to go to culinary school. And I'm like, honestly, my heart, my passion is to serve God and to serve Jehovah because I love him dearly. And Gilead is basically a school that represents my passion. Um, I was just like about to fall asleep to like, Bible reading and stuff like that. But like Gilead, the School of Gilead, it's a great place to go. It's a literal school. You're trained to be the best minister and to be the best servant of Jehovah as you can possibly be, advancing his kingdom interest and to build your own faith in, while you're even in a faith. And I know why I'm in my faith, Jehovah is a good God. Come taste and see he is very good and loyal and loving, and his loyal love never ceases and ends for the people that are loyal to him. I've experienced it, trust me, daily. And I was basically crying because I'm like, man, I want to go. Like, my circumstances now, I can't go, but definitely in the future, I'll definitely, be in school. And this time it'll be at a school where I'm serving and I'm learning how to be the best servant to my God, whom I love so much, and, doing what I really want to do. It's like nursing is a passion because I love to help people, but I also help people by teaching them the Bible and teaching them, this satanic evil world that we live in, get out of it and choose the best life, which is life with Jehovah. That's the best decision you can ever make for your life, to get out of confusion and mess and get out of evil and get out of this empty, vain world where there's no happiness, there's no true substance, and just come over to the good side, come over to the side where there's freedom and love and happiness. No, we're not perfect as humans. No Christian is perfect. Every Christian has a past. Every Christian has flaws and imperfections. But the point is that when you try to be a good person and try to be a servant of Jehovah, you'll be blessed. And one of the ways he blesses you is using you, and it's a privilege to be used by God. And I just want to be used by God, my God, whom I choose, which is Jehovah. And the part that I was like looking at that was so beautiful is like their diplomas, like when they got their diplomas and they graduated from the school and their training, they got their diplomas. And it's like, imagine graduating from the University of Jehovah. Imagine graduating from school and being taught by the Bible, the Most High, the best knowledge, the highest knowledge you could ever achieve, even higher than nursing, because I went to higher education, and nursing and being a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, like those careers are up there, but there is nothing more up there than Jehovah's knowledge, because his knowledge actually can save lives and preserve it forever, everlasting life with him. So the diplomas, they gave out the diplomas, they told them what they told each person where they were going to be assigned to work and where they were going to be assigned to teach, and where they were going to fulfill their assignment. So definitely my goal is to go to that school and to get my diploma. And it's like, I had contemplated going to school. Okay, I said, okay, I'm certified, I got my certification, I got my license in nursing. All right, cool. But I was like, would like to return to school maybe for psychology, because I like the mind, I like mental health, and I'm like, oh, culinary, I love to cook, I'm a foodie. But now, like, I can do that, another way. But my priority is being the best servant of Jehovah I could be. He deserves that for everything he's done for me. My life, he spared and protected. And people need to know the truth about life and about the advantages of being a part of Jehovah's fold as his sheep, and the disadvantages of being in this harsh, cruel, ugly, hateful world. Get out of it and come over to the beautiful, glorious, bright light side. You don't want to be in darkness. And that's what I want to teach people, because I have what they call a testimony. Like, I have a story, and I have like life stories, like from childhood. Like, I can teach people, this is what changed my life for the better, Jehovah. And I want you to allow him to change your life too. So I definitely will be one day going to Gilead, the school of Gilead. And you know um next step for me is, of course, sticking to the basics, but going to school again. It's definitely going to be Gilead, and I'm going to get my diploma. And I'm going to be so happy to know that I was taught by God himself, his word, and I can help others to live their best life and be happy, just how Jehovah promises me to help me to live my best life after, phases that I'm going through right now. And, you know, just after restoration and rehabilitation, like all of that Jehovah promises, and I take it seriously. And when all of that does happen, I'm definitely going to school, and it's going to be not secular this time, because I've done that, been there, done that. Now I want to full time be a minister, a slave of Jehovah, and teach people about him, and teach about how good he is, and about how they want him to be their God and no one else, because he is God, and he's the only relevant true God. He created heaven and earth. Nobody else could do that, and nobody else did that. And nobody has the right to call themselves God except Jehovah, because you create nothing and can do nothing. And so yeah, catch me, like, hopefully soon, walking across that stage for Jehovah and getting my diploma from the University of Jah itself. And that's the next move for me. Like, I'm excited about it. Um, and one scripture that keeps me going It says right here, this is what I want to do with my life. It says, Jesus then said, after you have lifted up the Son of Man, then you will know that I am He, and that I do nothing of my own initiative, but just as the Father taught me, I speak these things. I want to be taught by Jehovah so that I can teach others. And when you're taught, that's a school, and that's what Gilead is about. So whatever Jehovah teaches me in His Word is what I'll be teaching other people. And let me see. It was one more scripture that I was looking at that um I forgot, but all I know is that I definitely will be teaching others how Jehovah teaches me, and I can't wait to get my diploma, like a spiritual diploma, a real diploma from Jehovah himself, qualifying you to teach others to change their lives for the better, to change their lives, help change their lives for their betterment and for their advantage and for their life. It's a beautiful thing. And in our organization at Jehovah's Witnesses, we have so many different things you can do. Like, so people travel, they preach abroad. It's like a beautiful organization, and I love when people give it a chance because they see this is the best place to be. And I love Jehovah so much, and I just want to serve him. And I definitely will do that more fully in the very near future. And Gilead is definitely in my focal. It's definitely my pupil in my eye. And I just can't wait to go through all that training and build my faith and help and be qualified to build others people's faiths with that diploma. And yeah, that's cool for me. Like, I definitely am excited. I'm very excited. And it made me cry because I saw the accomplishment. And the biggest accomplishment in life you can do is serving Jehovah and learning spiritual things and imparting it to other people, sanctifying and glorifying Jehovah's name, fighting for your faith and building your own faith, and living your best life within the boundaries of God. And it doesn't get better than that. There's no better love, and there's no other place where you can find love or peace other than Jehovah's organization. We're not perfect people, but we are good people. And I just can't wait for the future, because I just want that diploma. I want that training, and that beats any college I've been to college. I did that very young, but this right here beats what I did in nursing. And I love nursing and I love helping people, but I think that what I was doing, I was helping people physically and mentally. Mental health, we assess that in nursing, but spiritually, your spiritual health is very important. Now I can focus on people's spiritual health, and I can help them to develop that and build a relationship with Almighty and live their best life, how I'm going to live my best life. Like with Jehovah, no matter what mistake or error you make, there's salvation and there's forgiveness with him. And he never abandons his people. He always looks out for his people, even when we make mistakes. And, mistakes that I've made has kind of halted, certain, like me being able to be active fully in the ministry. But Jehovah's so forgiving, and he's so understanding that we're just flesh and we're human beings and we make mistakes, and he never ever holds it against us, especially when we do what's right and turn around and go away from the bad way and press forward towards the good way. He always rewards his servants that endures and doesn't give up. And I'll never give up. And because I'm fighting for something so beautiful, which is him. And I want to serve him for the rest of my life. And that's the decision I made when I baptized. And I'm sticking to my vow because I meant it. And it's like a marriage. It's a marriage. It's like I'm married to Jehovah until I get married. Even when I get married to my husband, I'm going to still be married to Jehovah first, because that's my God. And my vow to him, I will never break, because I meant it when I said that I wanted to be his servant and his best friend and his child for life. And I meant it when I chose his side. So Gilead, School of Gilead, I don't know what year I'm going to be there on the 155th year. I'll probably be 156th or 100. I'll probably get my diploma the 157th. But all I know is that my schooling and my furthering of my education, Like the next move for education is definitely going to be Gilead, the school of Gilead, which is Jehovah's school, and you know, being able to be a good teacher and fulfilling my assignment for the Christ. And in the end, when this world finally ends, when Jehovah finally removes all the wicked people and all the evil, bad people, and when, all of when Armageddon happens and all of that stuff, we can finally be in peace, and all the hard work that we put in to try to help people to see like this is where you want to be, we can see the benefits and we can see the lives that we've saved. Like, okay, I saved lives medically, but spiritually I'm trying to save some spiritual lives. And it starts with me, and I'm building my faith and every day, and I definitely can't wait to help others. So Gilead, look out for the kid. I'm coming soon, and coming for my diploma and my training because it's important to me. And yeah, that's pretty much the thoughts for today. And yeah, my vow to Jehovah is real, and I made that vow November the 2nd, 2013, and it's a marriage. It's definitely something that I will always be a part of. And even when I get married to my husband, Jehovah will always be my number one, the love of my life, because only he knows everything that I've suffered and everything that he's done to count me in when everyone counted me out. When everyone counted me out, Jehovah counted me in, and I will never, ever leave him or or forget or be ungrateful when I know that when everyone turned their backs on me, from like a little girl, Jehovah counted me in. He tapped me in. He said, I got you. And he took care of me, and he took me under his wing and never abandoned me like humans. So with Jehovah, I'm safe. With Jehovah, I have a friend. With Jehovah, I have family. With Jehovah, I have love. With Jehovah, I am loved, and I'm just happy. And I'm happy that I watched that graduation, because it's basically preparing me for my own. So Gilead, School of Gilead, one day, really soon, here I come. And I can't wait for what the future holds. Good night.